Oh yeah, first smoke of the day. Cup of coffee. Maxwell House. It's not going to stay too warm. It's not an insulated mug, obviously, so gotta drink it quick, I guess. Anyway, so today's pipe chats with me and the first mate Hugo here. I'm smoking my Morgan Bones that I won from Smarty Bob on his goal. That's smelling good. And I'm smoking in it from him, his 5 brothers that he gave me. And I'm enjoying it. I mean, I'm not a burly guy. The cut is rather, it's like smoking grass. I mean, it's like spiderly, like spider web thin, ribbon cut, like super thin and dry. And it has like little circle flecks of tobacco in there as well. Very interesting cut. Burns rather quick, obviously because it's so thin. So I've been smoking that in this, as well as St. Bruno that I picked up. But going back to this, I mean, this will give you a nick hit. I think it is kind of strong, depending on how much you smoke it. So. But I think my tolerance has picked up a little bit, so I'm not really feeling it too bad or anything like that. I'm not turning green, getting tobacco sickness or anything. So, I mean, but it's good for what it is. I mean, it's not something that I would get, but I wanted to try it, so hey, I got it. So thank you, Bob, for that. And I picked this up because I wanted to try this. And this is a nice cut. This is a Ready Rub. Ready Rub, and oh man. It's the same type of Ready Rub cut that Amphora comes in, like the Virginia. And this, man, whatever like that top coating is, they say it's top coated in the Lakeland style. I've never had any type of tobacco with Lakeland. I've heard, from other guys across the pond that talk about that Lakeland. It almost maybe sometimes made me not want to get it because some of it can be so strong that it smells, or some guys have described it as being like an old lady's handbag. So it sounds like something like, to me, like flowery, perfumey, something very strong, like when you're in the line at the grocery store or walking through the mall, and then you get a whiff of an old lady when she has like gallons of the really flowery perfume, and you're like, oh, that's what the descriptions that I've heard that put me off to like not wanting to ever try anything like that. So, I mean, getting it and reading that description, I was kind of leery at first, but then, man, really smoking this and getting into this, I'm really enjoying it. Like, this is like something I would like on my rotation, because whatever that floral note is on it, it lasts throughout the bowl, and it's just interesting to me. It's like something I have never had. So it's like my mouth and smelling it, the taste and everything, I'm really enjoying it. Like, that's something like I would like definitely put on rotation, and but I have like so much tobacco now from winning, galls and joining in on the Stumbo family's lives. I just won last week, not this week. I didn't even bother this week because I was like, it was last night, and I was like, do I really want to say I'm in for anything, Because if I win again, I'm like, I know Smarty Bob won something. I don't know if Jersey Piper won anything. I think maybe towards the end. I forget. It was getting late, and I was like running around cooking dinner and stuff at the same time when I got home from work, listening in. So I was like, whatever. But I mean, I got so much tobacco now that I don't know what to smoke next. That type of thing. I've never had a collection of tobacco like this. Normally, I would just buy something and then have something on reserve. So I always had like 2 tobaccos. Maybe 3 tops. So now it's like I got like Captain Black, the silver one, Platinum, Amphora. I have another tin of Peterson, Sherlock Holmes blend. So I guess I'll hold on to that. So I don't need to buy anything for a long time. Just to try and get through all these different things. And yeah, velvet. I got velvet too. So, and speaking of Stumbo, I won this last week. Now, this has been sitting in my smoking pipes wish list for a while. I like the tin art and I wanted to try it. I can smell it through the tin a little bit, and I forget what it is. It's an aromatic. It's called Sillem's Musketeer, and it's made in Germany, and I believe it's by Kohlhaas. Yeah, manufactured by Kohlhaas, Kopp and Company. So, um, when I do crack this open, I will do a full review and give you the what's in it and stuff. I mean, I don't remember off the top of my head, but Smoky Pipes has the description if you want to check that out. It's I think about I don't know, it's between 15, I don't know, between $13 and $17. That range, I forget really what it was. Well, like I said, so I even got this now, so, and I still have. I won from him also some. What was that stuff? Neapolitan blend. So I've been smoking that. It's not my thing. It's okay. It just seems like once you get through the top flavor, it disappears, and it gets a little sour for me, for my taste anyway. But then that could be because I'm smoking all this different stuff. You know, I got Burley, I got St. Bruno, you know, that I've been chooching on, and you know, Sherlock Holmes blend. So between the three of them, and then you try an aromatic, my mouth might just be all like, well, you know, what the hell's going on, that type of thing, you know. So I don't want to knock the tobacco just yet or anything. I mean, I only have a sample, so it is what it is. I mean, I'm not going to go and go search it out, you know, because like obviously trying this stuff and this is knocking my socks off. So you know, that type of stuff. If it's something that knocks my socks off, boom, you know, it definitely be on my rotation. If it's like, then I'm not going to search it out. But anyway, so that's what that. And I also got the Dog on the Log, his mixed blend that he blended with rum. So I have a whole jar of that too, and I have not sampled that yet either. I'm kind of waiting to, you know, before I crack open the thing. So we might get some age on that before I even try it. I'm interested to try it, but you know, like I said, I want to get through some of this stuff first, and then we'll do a review on that too, I guess, or try it anyway. I don't know if anybody would be interested in a review of that. I mean, but Five Brothers is good. I mean, if you're a Burley guy, try it. It's just the cut is like, if you have a big one, you gotta watch the cut because, you know, it burns rather quick. I mean, it has that nice white ash. It burns fast. I don't know if it would be an all-day smoke because, like I said, I think it's a little stout. And you can risk it depending on your tolerance of nicotine, you know. I have a medium maybe now, but anything that's really strong, and forget it. I could actually, you know, I was talking to Paul up in New York, Rochester, Paul the pipe guy, commenting on his videos, and he used to be smoking that rope. Forget it. I want to try it. There's actually there's a Native American website that sells pipe tobacco, both, you know, just, you know, ceremonial blend stuff, and they sell rope. And I was interested to buy like a rope, you know, from them, you know, use, you know, in a ceremonial pipe or something like that, you know. But I don't know. I don't want the Nick hit because like I was telling him that there was a cigar that my father bought. He bought a box of cigars. It was a nice box. It came in like almost like an Indiana Jones type like box, brown. It has like cordage all wrapped around it, and it was called the Relic. If you want to look that up, I don't even know if the brand is made anymore. I don't know who made it, but it was called the Relic, and it came in like that, like an ancient box, like some sort of artifact find, you know. And let me tell you guys, when I say this cigar was strong, you could cut off the end, however you like to cut your cigar. And for me, I can just draw it in dry. You know how you do that. You want to taste the tobacco before you light it, and you just get a taste of it dry. That stuff was so strong that on the dry inhale, my stomach would turn. I would feel the nick hit dry. It was like something I never had experienced before. That's how strong that cigar was. I've never had anything stronger since, or anything like that. But just the dry hit on that was so strong. Like I would almost like feel like something going on in my stomach before I even lit it, and then I'd light it, and then I'd turn green. If I tried to smoke the whole damn thing, I remember just turning fucking green, and cigar sickness. It was bad. It was bad. I would get nauseous, and then I'd be done. You know, once you get that nausea, for me, I can't pick anything back up. It's like when you're drinking alcohol. I don't know how these. You gotta be a stone cold alcoholic. I don't know how anybody can puke, the room spin, puke, and then go right back at it. I've seen guys do that. For me, when that does happen, I get so bad that it's coming out both ends. You know, I know. Too much information. But anyway, once the room starts spinning and I'm in the bucket and on the toilet at the same time, it's no good. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how you could sit there and do that. Same thing with the tobacco. I don't know how anybody could sit there and get a nick hit and get nauseous. Not just if you start feeling it, you got to stop because it'll keep on hitting. I've had that happen where I'm like, I'm all right. Nah, because it's like I start feeling it. And then if I keep going, then the nausea hits, and then I'm just like cold sweats, turning white, and green. Oh God, yeah. No. So that ain't for me. Yeah, keep talking, so it keeps going out. So yeah, I mean, smoking this pipe here. You can see, man. You know, it's already getting some color. Not over here yet. Maybe a little bit on top, bottom. But I kind of cheated a little bit because I'm very greasy, and I just go like this. And yeah, you can see. That's what I do with my meerschaum too. When I don't want to use the beeswax or whatever, because what I do is I smoke with beeswax and just rub it on there, and then and then when I'm done, buff it out with just a rag. So I said, let me try that with this. That's the unfinished, and unstained, because it will change over time, just like the mirror does from the tobaccos. But I cheated and I just go like this. You can see how dark it's getting. So yeah, that darkness is all from basically face grease. So FYI, if you want to quickly get some color on your Morgan Bones, if you're very oily, yeah, let's get some character, man. It really is. So I'm really enjoying this. And I'll be interested to see after a year or so smoking it what the color's what's it gonna do, So I'm treating this kind of like a meerschaum, with coloring. And other than that, I just came on here to talk about all the different tobaccos and just at least get something up on the YouTube this week, because there's not much going on besides the mundane work and things like that. I want to hike, but these hours that I do are not. It doesn't work. I only got like two. Once I drop the kids off to school, I have from like 9 o'clock to 11:30 to get anything done or play. And to go where I'd like to hike and do like a 4-mile hike, that would normally take me to about 11:17 to do that complete loop. But then from there, it's another 25 minutes to work. And I don't want to just go from there to work, So, I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, there's some local trails around here that are real short. I mean, I guess I could do like a couple laps. But it's still not like being deep in the woods. You know, I like being deep in the woods, man. Wharton State Forest is great for that. I may run into some people like towards the end of my hike, or maybe at the start. But during the week, it's pretty, mild and quiet. I get out there and I can just. Sometimes I don't see nobody until I come back to the parking lot, and that's what I want. I want to get out there with nature and just listen to the birds and things like that, and cheech my pipe and think on my hike. It just sucks that now, in order for me to do that, I'm gonna have to call out of work, and having kids, I'm constantly calling out as it is for doctor's appointments and things like that because of the hours I'm doing. I mean, day shift hours, 12 to 8, is just, messing things up. And summertime comes, I gotta work 9 hours. So, unless I can go in early and get done to where there's some sunlight left, then I could do like a dusk hike or something, maybe. But it's just a lot of changing with these hour shifts. I'm losing that little bit of freedom that I had, because I could only do that type of stuff while the kids are in school. Because my son's autistic, and I mean, he likes the woods, but it's a lot of work. He, like he wants to run off and things like that, or it's like kind of like, he's a little guy, so he's 7, so he's you can't hike too far. Daddy wants to go for miles. And my daughter works 2 jobs now, so I'm running her all weekend long. So it's just like I can't even get away on the weekend, because that's when it's my shift to do the driving the kids everywhere. I digress. All right, enough moping around. So yeah, just want to get on here real quick. I'm gonna finish up this Five Brothers. So till we do it again, my friends, remember, let's set sail.